Sup guys, Lucas here, and today I'm going to be going over the top 5 S8 leaks. So the Galaxy S8 is about to be announced. It is rumored to be announced on March 29th, so later this month, and we're quite near to the actual announcement, meaning that we have quite a lot of leaks. And when I mean quite a lot, I mean a lot. The phone has been photographed from every single angle. I already know what the phone's gonna look like, and you will too by the end of this video. The first leak that I want to talk about is the design. So here's a picture of the Galaxy S8. It kind of keeps the design language that the Galaxy S7 had. It has a very similar design. However, this one is much more glossed over. The edges are more curved, at least from what I can see. The bezels are stupid thin, like really stupid thin, and because of this it bears a really strong resemblance to the LG G6. They're actually really similar, and I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but from the front they look almost the same. And also this year, Samsung has decided to get rid of the normal home button that they have, the Apple ripoff oval home button. Well, now they just have on-screen buttons from what we can see. And from certain leaks, they show that the fingerprint scanner would be on the back, on the other side of the camera. So one side will have the heart rate monitor and the flash, and the other will have the fingerprint sensor, which I actually prefer. I always think that having the fingerprint sensor on the back makes so much sense because it's so much more ergonomic. For design of like placements of buttons and ports, it's the same as last year. We have the SIM card tray on top. I think it will also have an SD card holder inside it, so it'll be a dual tray. The buttons are on the same place, and on the bottom the grill, the USB port, and the actual headphone jack are all in the same place. Number 2, Galaxy S8 Plus. So this year, both Samsung Galaxy S8s have an edge display. So that's not how Samsung's going to differentiate them. They're going to differentiate in screen size. One phone is smaller than the other, but they look practically the same. And for the most part, they are. So one of them, the smaller one, I say smaller, but it's not small at all, has either a 5.7 or 5.8 inch display. It's rumored to be either or. Some sources say 5.7, some say 5.8. So yeah, it's huge. It's bigger than the iPhone 7 Plus. It's the size of, for example, a Nexus 6P, my daily driver. So that's the size of the smaller one. And the bigger one, the Galaxy S8 Plus, is 6.2 inches. That is not that far away from being a tablet. Take this into perspective. An iPad mini is 7 inches. I know that 0.8 inches is quite a lot, but still, it's huge. The Galaxy S8 Plus is huge. So basically the differentiation this year is going to be with size of screen and not much else. From what we know so far, that's the only distinction. Because, as in my third leak I wanted to say, they're actually pretty similar. Number 3. Specs. One phone is going to be carrying the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, and the other is going to be carrying the exact same processor. So the S8 Plus and the S8 have the exact same processor. There's not going to be much difference there, and it's also rumored that both of them will have only 4 gigs of RAM. Well, not only, but even the S8 Plus won't get more. So they will both have only 4 gigs. Again, it supports the theory that the only difference between the two of them is going to be the screen size, but of course, I mean, the camera could be different, or water resistance could be different. We don't know yet, but from the leaks that we can see, the only difference is the screen size. Number 4, USB-C and headphone jack. So the connectivity on this phone is actually quite full, to be honest. From what we can see, the ports are exactly what everybody needs. They're headphone jack. They're not pulling any Apple-style tricks on us here trying to get rid of the ports. No, they give us your headphone jack, and they're moving over to USB-C. Thank you, Samsung. Because moving over to USB-C is something that I'm hoping will happen as soon as possible, and that all the new phones will be running USB-C, and micro USB will be a thing of the past. Because micro USB is extremely annoying, it's not reversible, and I don't want to have to carry any more adapters. Now that my computer, this one here, is also USB-C, and my phone, the Nexus 6P, is also USB-C, when more and more phones become USB-C, it will become more of a universal connector. And I'm really happy that Samsung is also pushing this technology to replace the really outdated micro USB, because USB-C is definitely the future, and having everything with that one connector would be amazing. Number 5, the release date. As I mentioned earlier, the Samsung Galaxy S8 is rumored to be released on the March 29th Samsung event. However, everybody already knows that because there's a Samsung event, and what else are they going to announce? So, it is rumored that the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus will be for sale on April 1st. They're not doing like Apple because, for example, Apple did where they released their iPhone 7 and then they allowed everybody to buy it on the same day and then it just went out of stock everywhere. They're giving a few days leeway and then they're gonna be, from the rumors that I've read, they're gonna be pacing it out throughout the rest of the world. That's about it for this video. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up down below. If you didn't, dislike, and tell me why in the comment section. And if you want to see more like this, please subscribe. Leave a like if you want to see more content like this where I'm going over leaks and news. I'm gonna end the video here. Lucas, signing out.